Please pray with me. Almighty One, we come before you this evening with grateful and joyful hearts to celebrate this milestone in our lives. We are thankful for our educational opportunities at Pulaski Academy and pray what we have learned may be taken into the world in order to serve you faithfully in the years to come. We ask, O Lord, that you would be present with us now and ask your blessing on this commencement ceremony. This we pray in your holy name. Amen. Please be seated.
Good evening. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to welcome you tonight to the 50th Commencement of Pulaski Academy. Class of 2023, you have a lot of people here tonight who have made sacrifices for you. Time, lots of sleepless nights, and so much more. So please join me in thanking your families, your teachers, and all of those who have supported you these last 18 years or so. Oh, yeah. Thank you. The class of 2023 is not one of our larger classes at Pulaski Academy, but apparently no one told them. This class has accomplished a lot, academically, athletically, artistically, and really just about anything else they put their minds to. 46% are attending 7 different Arkansas colleges and universities. The other 54% are attending 39 out-of-state institutions in 20 different states, Washington, D.C., as well as Canada, France, and the United Kingdom. We have 43 Forever Club members, 8 second-generation club members, 9 National Merit finalists. 6 of our student athletes have signed to play 3 different collegiate sports. 22 seniors completed honors thesis projects. Our Model UN has won consecutive state titles and most recently received 11 awards at the Yale University Model UN International Conference, the second most of any school attending. We have a Foreign Service Essay National Contest winner, a Jefferson Scholar, a Sturgis Fellow, 2 Honors College Fellows, a Richmond Scholar, a U.S. Presidential Scholar. Graduates have participated in 32 PA theater productions since the 5th grade, and over 75 productions in the Central Arkansas theater community. We have 5 senior band members combined for 25 all-region bands. 3 students made 14 all-region jazz bands. And this class has been a part of 17 sports state championships, multiple years in girls soccer, wrestling, and dance. Boys tennis, 3 years. Girls tennis and football have won state championships all 4 years. We don't have enough time for me to cover a complete list, but I think you get my point. Whether in the classroom, on the stage, or a field, or a court, this graduating class has achieved and excelled. Graduates, you should be proud of the legacy you are leaving here. We are certainly proud of you. You are prepared for college and beyond by the example of those you stood to celebrate and the core values you have developed here at Pulaski Academy of respect, responsibility, excellence, integrity, and honor above all. And remember, whether you travel far away or stay close to home, you will always be a Bruin. Congratulations.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2023. Mei Lee is the daughter of Brett and Wendy Rollins. She is passionate and driven to use her intellect and abilities as an agent of change within our society. Her enthusiasm for human rights and civic engagement is sincere, and her leadership skills impressive. Ultimately, she wants to make the world a better place, and she enjoys networking and working alongside others. As president of PA's Amnesty International, she has helped organize human rights events, schedule guest speakers, and engage in social justice causes throughout the state. Outside of PA, she serves on the board of 2 local nonprofit organizations. Last fall, she collaborated with the mayor and Little Rock Parks and Recreation Volunteer Department for the Music in the Park event, which featured local musicians, food trucks, businesses, artisans, and nonprofits. Her senior honors thesis, entitled Bad Reputation, Women's Sexism and Activism in Rock and Roll, was a 115-page manuscript. The project included engaging primary sources, as well as an interview with PA alum and a deep dive into the women of rock. Overall, Mei Lee is an empathetic, hardworking, and impactful change maker. She will be attending Purdue University in the fall with the goal of becoming a public policy analyst for a nonprofit. Please welcome your class salutatorian, Mei Lee Rollins.
Thank you, Topic, for that thoughtful introduction and for everything that you have done for me and this school both this year and in the past. I would also like to thank all of the teachers, administrators, and other faculty members, as well as family and friends who have supported us throughout our lives and who will continue to support us as we take our next steps. When I was informed that I would have to be speaking at graduation, I felt uncertain. I had no idea what to write about and how I could summarize a lifetime of memories in a 5-minute speech. I don't think I can, but I'll try my best. If I had to sum up the past 13 years of my life at Pulaski Academy in one word, it would be this: community. I know that word may hold a different meaning for many of us who went through a class with a similar title the past few years. However, I think it's applicable here. A community is a group of people that you can always count on to help you and give you a shoulder to lean on when you're in need. A community is something like what we have in our grade. A small number of people who have been through many things together and come out on the other side stronger and more closely knit than ever. My mom asked me a week ago, "Are you happy that we sent you to PA?" And I was taken aback, because why wouldn't I be? My memories of PA are filled with lunches in the cafeteria and in teachers' rooms, laughter that brings tears to my eyes, and of course, an inordinate amount of work. But even throughout the projects, papers, and presentations, I always had support from my friends and family. Whether it was staying up until 3 a.m. to make sure an NHD project was perfect for competition, or going to a coffee shop to edit papers, there were always people I could count on to support me and help me. I'd like to share with you all a small memory I have from our actual community class last semester. We were in the middle of finals week and everyone was on edge. A few classmates of mine were lying on the tables in Topich's room. One was spinning aimlessly in circles. After a few minutes of silence in which most of us were either looking at our phones, staring out the window, or taking a much-needed nap, Rhett finally said what was on everyone's minds. He stated, "Rome is burning, Mr. Toppich, Rome is burning. The end is near." His statement was met with laughter, and I couldn't help but agree. It seemed that week, every problem was coming to a boiling point. But despite the anxiety I felt coming to school, community became one of my favorite places to be. It was a place to relax, to lay on a table or spin aimlessly in circles and just be for a little bit. It was a place to exist without having to focus on the demands of schoolwork. And it was a place where I could release my frustrations and find support and a group of people with whom I could relate. Our grade has been through a lot in the past few years, from shifts in finals week, a pandemic, a tornado, and several other changes that left many of us wondering what would happen next. We never faltered in our support for one another. That's one of the reasons I think teachers love our grades so much. No matter what, we are always there for each other. That's what a community is, and that's what PA means to me. During challenging moments in which stress is put on a community, and I think it's safe to say that many of us were under a lot of stress this year, a community can tend to drift apart. Despite this, we were able to take the adversity we faced and made our community stronger than ever. So as we all go on to college, leave this place behind, make new friends, and go through more life-altering changes, let's not forget what we built here. We will always be there for each other. This community will not dissipate once we all move away to bigger and better things. So whenever you get stressed or anxious in college, never forget that you always have a group of people that will do anything for you, and we will always have a shoulder to lean on. Thank you.
Great job, Maylee. I am proud to introduce our valedictorian for the class of 2023. Miriam is the daughter of Tariq Pare and Samira Faruqi. Full of limitless academic potential, she is sincerely dedicated to learning and enjoys making interdisciplinary real-world connections. An extremely gifted researcher and writer, Miriam's intellectual talents have been celebrated by such honors as the National History Day national finalist John F. Kennedy Profiles in Courage Essay National Semifinalist, American Foreign Service Association National Essay winner, the Clinton Essay winner, and the Stevens Award. Her senior honors thesis was entitled The Weaponization of Life, an Analysis of Martyrdom, Hunger Strikes, and Self-Immolation. This deeply provocative 149-page project included perspectives from numerous academic fields, including psychology, political science, and philosophy. She has been named a United States Presidential Scholar and a National Merit Scholar, two very prestigious national awards for academic excellence. Throughout the last 4 years, Miriam has also distinguished herself as a leader in multiple realms outside of the classroom, as Model UN co-president, band council president, Quiz Bowl team co-captain, and lacrosse team captain. Miriam is a disciplined, discerning, determined, and dependable young woman. She will be attending the University of Virginia as a Jefferson Scholar to pursue a career in either medicine or law. Please welcome your class valedictorian.
It was 7 years ago when we sat in Miss Bonall's class and wrote letters to our future selves. Like many of you opening your letters in the past few weeks, it was exciting to see who I was back then and what I had predicted for our world. As a bonus, I also had a letter from last summer and a note from 6 months ago that I had written for myself. When I had read all these things on signing day, I was presented with 3 strikingly different views of where I would be as a graduating senior. My 5th grade self was confident that I would still hold the same dreams and want to become a doctor. Sorry, Dad. Meanwhile, my letter from last summer mostly strayed away from making predictions about the future, instead trying to reassure my future self I would be okay no matter what. But it was my final brief note to myself that I think best represents the stress many of us shared about our futures in the past year. It literally reads, "Dear Miriam, where are you? Because I don't know where you are. I don't." If anything, this progression from my confident yet incorrect 5th grade self to my doubts as a senior in November does not indicate a lost sense of direction, but rather represents the unexpected changes in ourselves and the world around us. Our 5th grade selves probably would have never predicted a pandemic, countless mid-year school changes, or a tornado. No doubt this class would be intelligent, artistic, athletic, and selfless regardless of what we endured. But it is worth considering that if we never lost a football state championship, maybe we wouldn't have worked even harder to ensure a 4P. And if we never had to wear masks and social distance, maybe we would not fully appreciate seeing each other's smiles and the value of performing together as a band or in theater. If we never had a pandemic or tornado, maybe our values of service and community would not be as strong as they are today. We all have a vision for the future, where we want to be after college or in 10 years. But like the changes from our 5th grade selves to our senior year, as we get closer to a new stage of life, the simplicity of our younger selves is replaced by a newfound sense of wisdom or changed desires that redirect our course. Our plans for the far future never include the unexpected hurdles or changes, whether it be a change in our environment or a change in our heart. Yet these are exactly what define our path, more so than the stable factors in our lives. With an unprecedented amount of change over the course of our education, the class of 2023 is more resilient and prepared for the future than we know. These 87 seniors are taking remarkably unique and diverse paths, and while we all think we know where we're going, I'm here to say your path will not be as you know it now. However, there's no better group of people prepared to adapt to a changing world than us. the bonds we have formed, the skills we have developed, and potential we hold triumph over any challenge presented to us on a collective or individual level. Perhaps the best thing I found in my letters to myself was not the random strange side note about rising gas prices, or the Sudoku puzzle I left myself as a 5th grader, but rather some wisdom I found from a letter last summer that I didn't know I had. There's no advice that is perfect for our unexpected and divergent paths, but I'll leave you, the class of 2023, with the same words I wrote myself 1 year ago. In the coming days, months, or years, keep doing your best, cherish the time you have left in Little Rock and with your friends. Don't forget those who helped you along the way, and always give back. Remember who you are, where you came from, and find your purpose. Find your so what. Always keep learning, no matter what the field is. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see where you go and what you do. Be happy. Congratulations, class of 2023, and thank you.
Outstanding job, Miriam. I've got a script for the next person, but I'm not going to read verbatim from it. Ayanna Gray is a dear friend of mine. She is someone that I had the joy and privilege to teach several years here at Pulaski Academy. Again, one of the most gifted writers to ever come through the doors of Pulaski Academy. Obviously, we all know her because she's a celebrity now, blah, blah, blah. Okay. She had everything it took to be successful. The work ethic, the ability to, no matter how distracting, in my point to my faculty down here, the class of 2011 was, and it was a rough group, trust me. She stayed focused, reading, researching, writing, editing, followed that same format all the way through her professional career. She was the only one of 2 papers ever published in the Concord Review 3 times. She was an Emerson Prize winner, and again, the editor of the review always will ask me, how's she doing? I'm so proud of her. I saw the New York Times bestseller. So again, one other point before I read her formal introduction. When we sent her off to the University of Arkansas several years ago, a good friend of mine, a political scientist, said to me, thank you so much. She was one of the most phenomenal talents we've ever had in the political science department at the University of Arkansas. So she continued to shine and impress at the U of A as she did at PA and as she's doing right now in her professional life. Now for the formal introduction. Ayanna Gray is the New York Times bestselling author of the critically acclaimed Beast of Prey trilogy. Her work has been translated in 10 languages across 5 continents and are now being adopted for a feature film. Originally from Atlanta, she now lives in the rolling hills and tangling rivers of Arkansas. Ayanna is a 2011 graduate of Pulaski Academy and 2005 graduate of the University of Arkansas, where she received dual degrees in political science and African American studies from the J. William Fulbright College of Arts and Science with honors distinction. Please help me welcome our distinguished alumni winner and commencement speaker, Ayanna Gray.
To the Pulaski Academy Board of Trustees and to its faculty and staff, to the many friends and family who are here tonight, and to the esteemed class of 2023, good evening. When I was asked to speak at this year's commencement, I was both honored and admittedly a bit astonished. I was honored because Pulaski Academy, we all know, is the premier college preparatory school in this great state, and it's my alma mater. I was also astonished because I actually didn't think I was old enough to give a commencement speech. In fact, in a frantic attempt to prove that I wasn't old enough for this, I started doing some number crunching, and that's when I realized that you all were kindergartners the year I graduated from PA. and some of you were actually my class's senior brothers, senior sisters. This means that we actually are classmates, technically. Class of 2023, we may share a common bond in that we are all PA Bruins, and make no mistake, we will always be PA Bruins. But the truth is, your high school experience has been vastly different from mine. In your freshman year, you were asked to face the unthinkable, a global crisis, a pandemic that fundamentally changed our world. Your educations were disrupted, your social lives were curbed. At an impressionable age, you saw uncertainty and unrest. You were asked to focus on your studies while it seemed like everything was falling apart just outside your door. And you were robbed of irreplaceable moments in the high school experience. And yet, you rose. With respect, responsibility, integrity, and honor, you achieved, continuing and adding to PA's 52-year tradition of excellence. You distinguished yourself as national merit finalists, as creatives. Well done. You all collected state championship titles like there was a buy one, get one free deal. You collected, and this is remarkable, $12 million in scholarship. You learned how to be young adults in a hyper-digital age where your best and worst moments have the potential to go viral. You passed the test. You survived first loves and first breakups. You learned to stand on your own 2 feet. I'm told that you applied to over 500 colleges and universities. The Common App became your best friend. You overcame every obstacle, and you did it with Gen Z flair. You have become the innovators, the disruptors, the powerhouses, the leaders, and the groundbreakers. You have collectively become the face of our future. Now, the 87 of you stand at the precipice of a new chapter. Some of you aren't traveling too far, and some of you are crossing the globe, but each of you is embarking on a new kind of adventure. You've just spent the last 4 years of your life figuring out who you want to be, and now here's the kicker. You get to do it all over again. High school was fun for some of you, and for others of you, it was an uphill battle. Now, you get to press the reset button. Know that not a single one of you is the final version of who you will become. You're still rough drafts, and with every year, you will get better and better as you revise. I can make you no promises about what life will bring after tonight. I can't promise that you won't fail, that you won't screw up, or make bad calls. I can't promise there won't be regret and moments of pain and loss. What I can promise you is this. In the words of Hall of Famer Wayne Gretzky, quote, "You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take." This, right now, is your shot. You will never get another chance like it, so seize it. Take it. Take the class you don't think you're ready for. You are. Take that trip to a city where you don't have any friends. You'll make new ones. Apply for that internship people say you're not qualified for. There's only one way to prove them wrong. Go to the party. Your life is like a song. The DJ's only going to play it one time, so make sure you're dancing the whole time it does. And while you're dancing, don't forget the people who helped you learn how to walk before you knew how to dance, the ones who are cheering for you from the sidelines. They're the ones sitting behind and around you. Ask for help when you need it. Don't be proud. And don't underestimate the phenomenal power of a well-timed hug and a good home-cooked meal. I am, by trade, a storyteller, and I so wish that I could follow each of you and watch your stories unfold. I won't get that chance, so instead, what I give you is hope. I hope that no matter what kind of life you choose for yourself, that it's a life full of remember whens, not what ifs. I hope that you fly more than you fall, but when you do fall, I hope that every scar comes with a lesson that you can learn from. I leave you with one of my favorite quotes, incidentally, one I learned while I was at PA, one from F. Scott Fitzgerald. it's never too late or too early to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view. I hope you live a life that you're proud of. And if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start over again. Here's to the courage to start over again, class of 2023. I congratulate you and I salute you from one Bruin to another. Welcome to the next chapter of the story. Thank you.
We will now present the diplomas to the class of 2023. Anna Abigail Abston. Lauren Taylor Allen. Preston Grant Allison. Alexander Nicholas Anka. Macy Danielle Angel. Adam Kenneth Barron. Amelia Lightning Bartholomew. Romello Lamontre Bell. Everett Joseph Bruffett. Thomas Hudson Cardwell. Ava Elizabeth Cherry. Zoe Barton Cook. Brooklyn Lily Courtney Moore. Lillian Catherine Crandall. Diane Neelan Davis. Allison Elizabeth Durnley. Louise Jean Francois Deltay. Ainsley Bell DeWeese. Adya Dar. Joshua Andrew Diaz. Eva Claire Dietz. Trevor Richard Duke. Jana Ann Ishmael. Jackson Edward Evans. Ryan Andrew Azeldin. Jonathan Burnham Ford. Madeline Grace Gentry. Grant Stephen Greathouse. Gabrielle Langston Greenwood. Ryan Kyla Grinwald. Ibars Hajialu. Davis Turner Hossel. Emma Catherine Hancock. Huntington Robert Harrison. William Wellens Hawkins. Callan Gabrielle Hemphill. Joshua Rhodes Holloman. Benjamin Edward Hopkins. Kai Aiden Hu. Aryan Suleiman Huda. Anaya Adil Imwan. Xingwen Jin. Stephanie Wenchi Ki. Zenobia Rose Kelly. Cole Harrison Kingsborough. Charlotte Reed Kulai. Fabien Alain Arnaud Lecellier de Chazelle. Daniel Rizam Malik. Ramiz Safi Masood. Tyson Jabbar McCarroll. Emily Ann McCarver. Shannon Jalen McDaniel. Caroline May McGrath. Jalen Rashawn McKinney. Annika Natalie Minsick. Lauren Chandler Middleton. Madison Kiker Ney. Dylan Sky Nelson. Stephanie Lee Neiswanger. Ryan Thomas O'Banion. Corey Sunha Park. Miriam Tariq Perret. Caleb Andrew Paler. Andrew Thomas Payne. Caroline Cabell Perry. Caden Lee Davis Pickett. Madeline Kate Pulley. Veronica Janae Roten. William Lowry Richardson. Bailey Elizabeth Robinson. Maylee Ann Rollins. Christian Burrell Rose. Miriam Yasser Salem. Grace Kathleen Schillinger. Siddharth Sarvesh Sinha. Jet Matthew Smith. Mary Mackenzie Snyder. Preston David Spann. Alan Christopher Thomason. Bryce Ethan Thompson. Bria Dawn Tudor. Theo J. Turiff. Maya Fozia Uwadot. Ava Renee Walquist. Aaron Michael Wallace. Molly Layton Williams. Shinkai Zhao. I now present the graduates of Pulaski Academy, class of 2023.
Please rise. Eternal One, from our Pulaski Academy education, we have gained knowledge. May we be shown how to use it wisely to make the world we live in a better place and life with its problems a little easier to face. Grant us faith and courage, put purpose in our days, and show us how to serve in effective ways so that our education, our knowledge, and our talents may find true fulfillment throughout our lives. May we be ever aware that knowledge comes from learning and wisdom comes from you. Amen. Please remain standing for the alma mater.